Hello everybody, and welcome back to Mind Your Money. If this is your first time here, hello and welcome. My name is Tasha. I am a wife to an amazing husband, a mother of 3 amazing boys, and we started this channel as a way to document our journey to debt freedom, financial independence, and building generational wealth. And that is starting with our budgeting, managing our money, saving, and getting out of debt. So we are on a debt-free journey. So if any of that interests you, please go ahead and click that subscribe button and also click the notification bell so that you'll know when to come back around. So on today's video, I'm going to be setting up paycheck budget number 2 for December, and we're going to hopefully get a plan that works for our money this week, because paycheck number 2 is going to take care of quite a few things, and we want to close out December strong, you guys. So let's get right into it. Our income that we're going to budget for this week is $853, and because we do an every dollar or zero based budget, our expenses is going to match. So we're also going to budget our expenses at $853. Okay, now I've already done my pre-planning, and if you haven't yet seen my December monthly budget setup, I'll link it in the cards, but this sheet is how I plan for the entire month. So it helps me stay accountable, and also hopefully the videos are not too long. So I like to pre-plan ahead of time because our expenses change from week to week, meaning our variable expenses and how much we're able to save. But we always start with our tithe and offering, and we tithe off of our gross income. And then I also like to round up, because all of my expenses are going to be budgeted at whole numbers, just because I like to do that. So our tithe for the second paycheck is going to be $99. And then our fixed expenses also include our rent. We set aside a portion every single week because it's easier on our money, on our pocket. Instead of having to pay one large lump sum at the end of each month for the next month, we save a portion every week. So this is a fixed expense. And then of course our food. And the reason why our food is not variable, because I know most people who budget normally have food listed as a variable expense. We are on a tight budget, so we are budgeting $400 per month for food. And again, we are a family of 5. So it is cost effective for us to budget $100 per week for food. And because 2 of our children are very small right now, the meals that we are planning and using are actually better for them. And if you haven't seen my last budget with me video, I'm going to link that up in the cards, where I talked about how we manage our food budget, $400 per week for a family of 5. So you can check that out if you'd like to get some inspiration for your own budget, because I know food category is one we tend to go over in a lot, and we're trying to minimize that now. Our food budget again is going to be $100 for this second week, and our utilities will include our electricity and our cooking gas. So we're on a $50 budget per month for electricity. And for our cooking gas, it's $100, because they also, actually this is a heat, so it actually provides heat, and it's getting cold where we are. So we are budgeting $100 per month for this, and $50 per month for the electricity. I think this one might be a little bit over, but we're doing our best to stay under that mark. So we keep unplugging things that don't need to be plugged in. We try not to use the lights inside the house until after 5 p.m. because it does get dark now earlier in the day. And then because it's Christmas time, we do plug up the Christmas tree, but we try to keep it on from between the same hours every day. So that's between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. once everybody is in the bed. So we're doing our best to keep our electricity bill at $50 per month. Now, Amazon Prime, that actually is charged to our credit card, and it came out on last week in paycheck 1. So we budget from Friday to Friday. So this has already cleared, but I haven't paid the bill yet. So we're going to pay that with this paycheck. And then I'm also doing a 52-week savings challenge. If you haven't seen that video, please go ahead and check it out. I should have enough space here. So the 52-week savings challenge is, I'm using actually the plan that I received from her Courage to Plan, and I'm following it at 5 weeks at a time. So there's a specific amount that is set aside each and every week to save, but we're doing it 5 weeks at a time, and I started on September 1st, so I'll link the savings challenge video in the cards as well if you'd like to see how we started, and the most recent video that I've updated. I have not yet updated it for December because we are trying to close out December strong. So I might not get to that video until either the first week of January or the very, very end of December. So please stay tuned for that. Hopefully we make it, because it looks a little iffy right now, but I hope that we make it. All right, now our vehicle insurance sinking fund. We have 2 vehicle sinking funds, okay? One is for vehicle insurance, the other is for vehicle maintenance. And the reason why is because we want to be able to pay our vehicle insurance in full next year. So we decided to save $20 per week for the entire year. So by the end of August next year, we should reach the amount we need to pay our insurance in full for 6 months. So next year, when we are ready to renew in September, we will have the full amount to pay for 6 months. Granted, everything stays the same, so we're working our best to keep it low. And then the $200 per month that we now pay for insurance, we will be able to put that aside within 6 months, and then we'll be able to fully pay our insurance going forward. So this is how we're trying to get ahead of this and pay in full. So we're going to save $20 this week in the vehicle insurance sinking fund, and this is in a bucket in Ally, and Ally has one of the highest interest rates right now in this climate that we're all in, so I like to keep it there. And then our student loan, which is the last debt that we're working on right now, and I am planning to put $32.45. That sounds really low, but let's see what happens, because we know that there may be some items in our fixed or our variable expenses that would be less than what we budgeted. So we'll be able to add more to this, hopefully. And there's one other line item that I missed, and it's the life insurance. I hope that I got this going good. All right. Life insurance will be $69. That's what we normally budget for myself and husband. We both have policies that come out automatically from our household account. And let's do a quick calculation to make sure everything that I have planned for will fit in that $853 budget. So we'll start with $853, subtracting our tithe, our rent contribution, our food, our utilities, Amazon Prime has to be paid this week, $67.55 for the 52 weeks challenge, $20 for the vehicle insurance, $32.45 for the student loan, and there we have it, $69 for the life insurance. Gives us a $0 budget, and we're finished. So everything fit under the $853. That means my pre-planning went well. All right, let me move my computer, which is in the way over here, so I can move you forward and show you guys what we're doing as far as our sinking funds. So we have, well, going into 2021, we're going to have about 8 sinking funds, I believe. Let me check and see. All right, so we have 9 sinking funds going into 2021. So that's birthdays, Christmas, clothing, my state license renewal for my life insurance and property and casualty license. We have vehicle insurance, vehicle maintenance, and a couple of others that we're not really funding yet, like gifts, but we will be in 2021. So because we're only funding one sinking fund this week, okay, so because we're only funding one, I'm just going to write the vehicle insurance, and oops, my goodness, Let me wipe that out. Okay. Because I made a mistake. Let's try to write that a little bit neater. And hopefully it won't look too bad. Okay. So our vehicle insurance is the only sinking fund we're putting money in for this paycheck. And that's going to be $20. Now, I do this electronically. So we have electronic or digital sinking funds. We don't have physical cash envelopes to use because I like having them in high yield savings accounts. And let's put air quotations there, because a lot of the high yield savings accounts, their interest rates have dropped, but Ally is really still doing pretty good at 0.8%. So I'm going to transfer that money into the bucket, and I'll show you somewhere on the screen so you get a chance to see it. Now, our student loans, we are working on number 827 right now. It had a starting balance of $1,962. That's $1,900.62. And we are going to pay, or we're planning to pay, $32.45. And I'll update you guys with the balance in my debt update video later on this month. But this is our plan for paycheck number 2. You guys, I hope that you know that no matter what is happening in December, you got this. We know that Christmas is here. We know that Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and all those special things are happening. But we're going to trust God for closing out the year strong. So that is my week number 2 paycheck budget, you guys. I thank you for sticking with me. If you're still here, you know you are the real MVP, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for next week's video, and happy Vlogmas, guys.